Alright, let's see, we're here, we're going, everything is, slowly maybe getting toasty roastier. Let's see. We should probably, what is that? That's deconstruct. What is sweep? Sweep is K. We're gonna sweep those things up. Anyway, where are we? I like the fact that we picked a rhyme area. Do we know what's over here yet? No, we still don't know. Still probably want to work on the oxygen in here at some point. So wish there was just like a fan that you could put in. It's a water geyser. Huh. Okay. Well, you know what? That's fine. I don't know what I'm going to use this for. Wait, no. I could use this for a lot of things. That's actually really helpful. Okay. Anyway, so right before I started recording, I was asked, are you ever going to play Elite Dangerous? There are kind of two reasons why it'll always be perpetually difficult for me to play games like Elite Dangerous, to be honest. For starters, any game that is baseline, like an MMO, inherently is like a massive time sink on my schedule. I mean, even games like this are kind of rough, just because it's like, it's very difficult to have... Ooh, wow. We might need to fit more of these in here. Cancel this. I'm just gonna dig this whole thing out. Let's cancel this for a second. We should probably, put the tiles in first. The water geyser will be kind of nice, but we're just gonna leave that for now until we got some other stuff. Yeah, so water geyser, those are good for steam generators? Let's see. Temperature is 150 degrees Fahrenheit. Wouldn't be terrible. I'm gonna leave it alone for the time being. There's other geysers that I might want to go find and get access to and exploit. The iron volcano seems interesting, but also really dangerous. But luckily it's not active currently. Let's see. Yeah, what I want to do is effectively run power lines. We might be able to have like 4 or 5 or even more of these things, potentially. If this hydrogen generator, or hydrogen geyser is outputting as much as it currently is. Like, this has solved my power issues. Maybe not perpetually, but considerably. We'll probably want to have a separate, battery here, just connected to this singular pump, just to keep it all going. Maybe, probably. We'll see as we go along. I really wish you could put actual, like, walls behind, like, your characters. Also, everybody looks really stressed for some reason, so I should probably take a look at that. Let's see, do we do carrying? Everybody needs it. Okay. Hungry, chilly surroundings. How are we doing on food? We have food. Yeah, so our main issue is just the fact that it's really cold in here. Let's see. Can you have researchers research the geysers? I can? I should. Oh, interrupted bright light. Oh. So the light from the printing pod is getting through. I didn't even think about that. I'll have to tear that up. We're gonna go back here eventually, and we're gonna want to go up. I don't know what is up here. Lots of metal, which is nice. And some other things. Check the light overlay to be sure. That is a good point. Yeah, so there's just enough light touching his bed. I guess the alternative is, let's cancel that and let's just move the bed over by 1. Problem solved? Anyway, thank you, Crystalon, for the 20-month resub. 4 more months and I shall join the ranks of what? Well, it's Wa, not but still. That didn't mean anything for those of you on YouTube, and that's probably fine. That temperature over here looks acceptable. Let me see. I'm a little I'm perpetually afraid that the temperature is going to be rising in this area, especially if I start running some of these machines. Hopefully it won't be too big of a deal. I do actually have some things that'll help cool it down as well. We'll see how it goes. There's a tech mod that I grabbed, not the Thermo Aqua Tuner. But there's a mod that I grabbed that makes it very specifically so I can forcibly cool things just like the space heater. Probably cheatsy, but whatever. What do you mean we can't put any... Ooh, Oxyfern. Alternatively, we grab Lindsay. Oxyfern sounds interesting. I'm assuming that just gets us oxygen. That said, we actually have 2 ugly criers. So do we want somebody that's good at decorating, supplying, and building, or someone that's good at cooking and tidying? The only issue is this person's a loud sleeper, so I should probably move them around. I like the idea of Lindsay. So let's grab Lindsay. You guys want to give me a disgusting food to name her after? Yeah, let's get rid of the polluted water. And then I guess we can get a deodorizer, seeing as we have some amount of... polluted oxygen just kind of floating around out there. We do have an amount of carbon dioxide hanging out there. Not a big deal. Oh, there's also just a fair bit of water hanging out on the floor. Should get rid of that. Let's see, do we have a durian? We do have a durian. Let's see, what are our people? We have peanut butter cheesecake, ham smoothie, flaming hot oatmeal, durian pie, halibut hotcakes, lutefisk custard, wheat grass loaf, and Lindsay. Vegemite shake. Sure. Okay, there we go. We now have Vegemite shake. Pickled cake. Ooh. Alternatively, we could just go with, like, deep-fried pickles. No, that's actually probably a thing. Okay, so we need... We need more insulated pipes. It is getting cold. Yeah, peanut butter cheesecake sounds delicious. It probably is. That's probably the only one that isn't actually bad. But it was what started this trend, so I'm keeping it. Anyway, we might as well replace much of this with insulated whatnot. So we still gotta work on warming this whole place, so I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, fried pickles aren't bad. It just sounds gross to me, but that's probably just because I've never tried it. Let's see, is that... Yeah, growth halted. It's too cold. So we actually have a fair bit of polluted oxygen just kind of floating around out here. Sucks a little bit. What the? How? How did that even happen? This is not the first time just a random piece of copper has blocked a door. Like, just a random piece of copper will just, like, pop out of nowhere and then just block a door. And I don't know why this happens. I've seen it a couple of times now, too. Then let's put everything back at 5. I thought for sure we were going to have another cry hole situation. It didn't sound right, but you know what I mean. Yep. Let's see. Need a list of mods that you're using at some point. Curious what I found interesting use. I mean, honestly, it's mostly just the more popular stuff on the Steam Workshop. At least currently. Let's see. So this is going. Nobody's screwed. You know, I'm just gonna put. We got a couple of things that I could work with. I'm not really sure. Okay. So, what do we do? I mean, for starters, we're gonna need some industry here. Let's see. Wonder you had Dodongo. So, right. Took a short break to go wash my hands, and I didn't have Dodongo, I had Dongo. It's a, uh-oh. We have power problems. So Dongo is it's a Japanese treat. I don't know what goes into it. It's quite good. But yeah, I had Dongo right before I started streaming. And I absolutely hate having, like, sticky hands, or even, like, remotely close to sticky hands. And so, just, yeah, having the Dongo beforehand, I must have touched just, like, a slightly sticky part, and it was not good for me. Let's see. Ooh. Yeah, we gotta get this done relatively fast. Gotta try mochi. I love mochi. Trust me, I've tried quite a lot of the more common Japanese snacks, at least the stuff that's available in the US. Hey, thank you, Glassity, for the 100 bits. I was enjoying your recorded series on YouTube. Well, thank you so much. But yeah, we had been at, well, we had a party on Sunday inviting a bunch of people over. And, oh, I wonder if the character that was biking there was actually just had a low athletic skill. Or low machinery skill? Yeah, because it's Wheatgrass Loaf, who's not very good at either. That's why the batteries aren't filling up compared to some of the other characters. Anyway, once this gets finished, we should be good to go. Unless, of course, they're getting distracted with other things. Let's have some priorities here. Because these shouldn't be priority 8. These should be priority 3. Okay. Yeah, this is having battery problems. Mainly just because everybody's working on other things. And my less effective bikers, I think, are doing the biking. Maybe? They also only bike for like a little bit, and then they're like, alright, well, we're done. Let's take a look at the temperature map. It's pretty bad. We might want to consider getting a second space heater. Oh right, we also have Vegemite shake. Okay. Should be good. Hopefully by putting Vegemite shake down here, that'll keep everybody else from getting pissed off. Oh right, we destroyed a bed there. Okay, plumbing, liquid pipe. That might have been one of the insulated pipes actually. Okay. Let's see. Let's do... Is it utilities? Let's do a second space heater here. Because we really should actually level up. We actually do need to warm this base more. Hopefully once I have more industry, more machines going, it'll keep things warmer, but we'll see. Okay, so this is Vegemites. Hopefully that'll radiate some more heat for everybody. Okay, are we on? No, we are not on full speed. Full speed! I shouldn't have done that. They seem to be much more focused on other things first. Well, that's okay. Yeah, may as well add another battery rather than a heater. Well, the heater produces over 10 times as much heat. Oh yeah, it's like 7 degrees down here. Yeah, that would explain why this is getting... why we're starting to take some damage here. Okay, can I... I really want to finish this off. It's probably just the piped water going through everything. Because yeah, probably... no, the stuff in that pipe is 38 degrees. But you know what? I'm just gonna disassemble that until the rest is built. Because it's not doing anybody any good. Okay, so let's take a look at power. So this lower section is being powered. Okay, so we want to do more wire. And a wire bridge. Okay, and let's set this to priority 7. Because half my characters are going to be... well, we're just going to have somebody permanently stuck on this bike forever. So is airlifting the water next to the water tiles? Yeah, it is. I don't really know or understand how that works. It just does. Yeah, let's just get this whole base powered before we do too much more. Because we've got infinite power sitting around here in the hydrogen room. Like, I'm sure I could have, like, several more hydrogen generators just hanging out in this immediate area. What do we got? Let's see, some more sandstone, vomiter, and destructive. Sandstone it is. I'm not even sure if I need sandstone, but that's okay. Oh, on the plus side, it is keeping the temp up a little bit. What I was hoping I'd be able to do is actually get some, oh, we're almost to the point where we can run this thing. I only want to grow, like, a little bit of thimbleweed, but until we actually find it growing somewhere naturally, there's not really much I can do. So you need to make solid hydrogen and build stuff out of it. I've got an iron volcano hanging out right here. It's just... Good lord, I don't want to touch that thing. Why is it vibrating? Okay, it stopped vibrating. That was concerning. Because if that somehow blows, I'm not necessarily doomed, but it's going to be bad. Let's see, why not reject when you don't want any dupes or don't need the care package? Seems like you're taking more junk to store. Yeah. Let's see, do we have any other geysers out here that I haven't found? Because the water geyser's interesting. Okay, so let's take a look at power. So this middle one isn't powering anything. But everything else is good. Okay, so in that case, now that we're kind of free to do what we want, we might want to start doing plastics. So let's start going down that direction. So you vaguely remember trying to build steam generators above lava, using dirty and germy water. Makes clean water and energy at once. Yes, but that's really dangerous for what I've got going on. What is that? Where did we get meat from? Something die down here? I guess I did have those light bugs floating around. And maybe a poor hatch froze to death. Yeah, I could see that. We should really probably work on ranching at some point. Do I even have the... No, I don't have ranching yet. So how do you deal with chlorine? Chlorine is used for... let's see, very specifically, you can, Sorry, brain is distracted. You can use chlorine to purify water. So, for example, this here, I haven't needed to purify anything yet. But eventually I'm going to want to put, pump chlorine gas into this room. And just fill the room with it. And what it'll do is, it'll kill all of the germs in the water. Other than that, I haven't found any industrial uses for chlorine. Okay, converts crude oil into petroleum and natural gas. So we do actually have crude oil out here. Not a whole lot of it. Oh. There's just solid crude. That's fair. It's really cold out here. Now they can finish that off when they want to. I'm gonna let them do their thing for a bit. Because I've got a lot of small tasks that they haven't been working on. See, be careful about water tanks. There's water pressure making the tanks crack at the bottom. Apparently, if you use airflow tiles, that actually totally disregards it. Which is kind of goofy. What's the temp in here? Still pretty cold. I think it might be worth just popping a couple of space heaters around for a while. And this is apparently outputting warm oxygen, which is kind of nice. Okay. I should probably put that there. Ventilation. Question, can I run ventilation through... Okay, can't run it through those blocks. Can run it there, though. Because we're going to want ventilation. Gas filter. And no matter what, this is awkward. Oh, let's see, gas pipe. Get those actually connected properly. Let's see. Gas pipe, gas pipe. Probably just gonna put a gas vent there. Let's see, you're gonna pump the hydrogen out of the gen room and back into the geyser room. Yep. Because I don't really need the hydrogen in here. Because it's not doing anything. We have to send the hydrogen through pipes, so there's no reason there should be hydrogen in this room. And then once I've done that, I can put some airflow tiles into this room. Right, still can't run that. Okay, so we want to take a look at refinement. Specifically, metal refinery. Okay. We don't need that immediately, but I figure having suits should keep these characters out and going for a lot longer. Let's see. Oh. Dormant. That's bad. Okay, so note to self, do not trust the hydrogen generator. $345 seconds every 819 seconds. Well, my batteries are full. Yeah, probably want an atmos sensor for when it's dormant. Yeah, there's a couple of things. I forgot that they can go dormant like that for potentially really long periods of time. Well, it's only a couple of minutes, but still. That's a couple of minutes where I either have to have super battery set up or I mean, luckily I've got the extra manual generator, so it's not so bad. And yeah, let's get an algae terrarium just right here in this corner. Let's see. Let's get it to line up with the upper floors. Might as well have it just, like, fall straight through the base. And we can probably deconstruct that deodorizer. I don't see any more polluted oxygen just rolling around. Okay, what do we got? Oh, blueprint. Some oxalite. Well, we don't have any ugly criers, so let's just get some oxalite. That'll just do its thing. Okay. Ooh, storage is filling up. Okay, so in that case, why don't we put some more storage up here? Let's see. Because this is just going to be relatively small. Just going to go overboard with it. I don't really need too much in there. Let's see. Yeah, remember to hold shift for straight lines. I will always forget that. Just always. Okay, in that case, we should probably disable this space heater. Maybe I shouldn't. No, we should keep that running. I'd rather have half my characters just... Ooh. Ow. Plumbing. There's not even anything in these pipes yet. But yeah, these pipes are straight up just breaking on me. Just by existing. That's concerning. Because yeah, it's all just breaking here. Okay. Well, that's an inconvenience. Let's see, what else do we have? Solar panels wouldn't be a terrible idea. Let's go for solar panels. I'm gonna set this to priority 6. Just so my whole base doesn't just break. Okay, maybe you'd need a different material to make them out of. Yeah, it looks like copper is no good. I think it was defaulting to... Was it copper? No, it was defaulting to sandstone. I mean, I think insulated pipe in general should solve the problem. And also, once that machine starts running, it'll be hot water going through. Problem is, I haven't been processing any metal. whatsoever. We should probably look into... I assume I don't have the exosuit forge yet. No, I do not. Okay, so we'll try that again. I guess the other thing I could do is put insulated tile on some of this before we put that down. Because this first set can be insulated, and the rest I'll work out? I don't even know. Copy settings. We'll have to copy some more over probably, but that's okay. That is later. Okay. It might also be worth pumping some oxygen in at some point. How's this doing? Still pretty freaking lame. Yeah. Let's see. Ventilation. Yeah, I don't think I have any atmo sensors yet. I'll add them to the list, though. I guess what I should probably do is turn this thing off. Let's see, did Wander add any mods, or is this non-modded? This is pretty modded. I don't remember all of them off the top of my head. You know what? Actually, while things roll, why don't we go to the workshop? Let's see. Browse collections. So I'm pretty sure I don't have a collection for this yet. Oh, we should probably maybe take a look at that. I guess I'll just slow it down so it's not going too fast. Okay. Let's see. Select branding image. I'm gonna just put together my my mod list. Admittedly, some of these don't actually work. So I should probably remove the ones that straight up don't work. Let's see, I don't think flow shippers work. Air rail filter. Fluid shipping. Okay, so the only one here that doesn't belong is blueprints. Save and continue. There's background file. The logo. Perfect. And publish collection. Alright, so now I got my mod list. Here you go. Now that it's an actual thing. Let's see. So what do we got here? He's still going. Wow, things are straight up glacial at this speed. It is amazing. The body temperature, it's almost there. There you have skill points to spend. Yeah, I'm kind of lazy about spending them. Sometimes I'll spend them quick. Half the time I will wait a little bit. Oh, do we not actually have any better... Anybody better at construction? Huh. Put one into doctoring, and this person, right, only likes digging. We should probably improve morale. Let's see, what if oxygen was included in this game? It actually is. Like, oxygen straight up is not the hard part about this game. It is getting a bit thin in here.